Just as you came in the office there, in the last few moments, Bayern Munich have confirmed that they will part ways with Thomas Tuchel at the end of the season. This has gone pear-shaped for Tuchel, hasn't it? Out of Chelsea and now out of Bayern Munich. On Sunday, Tuchel insisted he can fix the issues at Bayern, despite seeing his team lose their third consecutive competitive game for the first time since May 2015. And now, according to Sky Germany, Bayern and Tuchel have agreed to reach an agreement to part ways in the summer. It's all change, isn't it? I wonder how Kane's feeling.
Well, I mean, he's just got to get on with it as a player and just keep doing your best and try and turn things around on the pitch. I mean, Bayern Munich's one of the biggest clubs in Europe. The success they demand is evident every season. You know, they get rid of coaches when they don't succeed. And I've watched them quite a few times this season. It's not been the Munich, free-flowing Munich that you expect. But it's fine details. I mean, that game at Lazio, I watched quite a lot of that. They should have won the game. They ended up losing, getting a man sent off, and all of a sudden there's a crisis. They could well turn that second leg round. The form of Leverkusen hasn't helped Tuchel.
Sure.
Because now what are they? 8 points behind.
Yeah. They are.
And
50.
If they were,
points,
I mean, they should have lost.
Points.
Let's be honest. Should have lost the title last season on the last day of the season. Dortmund messed it up.
Dortmund, right? Yeah, good point.
So things haven't been great for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a surprise to me.
I mean, we know, Simon, that it did not happy. It was not a happy ending for Tuchel at Chelsea.
Yeah,
and we know that a lot of that was to do with matters behind the scene. It seems that Tuchel has become quite a controversial figure in the game, whether he likes it or not. And now this big move for him to Bayern, as I say, has not worked out, and he's getting his marching orders.
Well, this is familiar territory. I mean, he had the same challenges at PSG, didn't he? He had issues there, and he arrives at Chelsea, and eventually, in a change of ownership, has issues with other things rather than just footballing matters. And then he arrives in Bayern Munich, and we are. The interesting thing is Kane leaves Tottenham because of the upheaval and the unrest and the uncertainty and the lack of achievement, to go to Bayern Munich to have all of that in the background, and now he's got upheaval, upset and lack of achievement.
Right.
Because Bayern Munich, after 11 years of winning trophies, are now likely to not win the Bundesliga, which was a shoo-in. Interesting. I mean, the narrative will start spinning up about Harry Kane coming back to England. I don't think that will happen. He signed a 4-year contract. If it had gone to Bayern Munich and won everything at Bayern Munich, would he have left after a year? No. So why will he leave after a year if they win nothing?
Yeah.
He'll stay and be part of a winning Bayern team again. And by the way, his contribution can't be questioned, Harry Kane's. 25 goals in 22 games.
No, true.
You know, but Tuchel is what Tuchel does. And when people start, we know all these people, Todd Bowley's a clown, got rid of Tuchel, didn't know what he was doing, he was this and he was that and the other. And then you roll forward to where Bayern Munich are, you might find some more answers in the reasons why Thomas Tuchel didn't last at Chelsea, rather than just an idiot American didn't know what he was doing.
Of course, it was only a matter of days ago, Simon, that you and I were on here, and in some 45 minutes into the Friday show, out came the news that Jurgen Klopp was leaving Liverpool at the end of this season, and he did say that that's it for me. I'm taking a back seat for the foreseeable future. I wonder if he'll change his mind now. I wonder if Bayern have got their sights set on him. Do you remember what Klopp said around that time?
Whatever will happen in the future, I don't know now. But no club, no country for the next year, no other English club ever. I can promise that.
No other English club ever, Danny. But you never can tell in football. One thing is said, another is done more often than not. Klopp's head may be turned in Bayern's direction.
I'd be amazed. He's given up this wonderful relationship he's got with the Liverpool supporters and the affinity he's got with the football club and the people and all that, to then go and start work again 6 weeks later. No chance. He seems a man of a word. It seems a genuine reason for him to. I can't think of an ulterior motive that's behind it for him to then say, I'm going to be working somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, as we know, shortly after the Klopp announcement came to light, a lot of attention was focused on former player Xabi Alonso pulling up trees, as you said, Dan, at Bayer Leverkusen. They've got an 8-point lead right now over Tuchel's Bayern Munich, and he seems to be in the box seat. Certainly back in 2018, he certainly fancied one day being manager of Liverpool.
Yeah, for sure I have dreamt of that. For sure I have to prove myself. I need to prepare, but if I decide somewhere along the way to take my chances as a manager, my link, my commitment, my passion with Liverpool is there, and why not? We will see if we can cross paths in our ways.
So, Simon, as I said in the introduction, now it opens up different territory for Alonso. If Bayern Munich knocking his door, I mean, should Liverpool fans be worried that Bayern are about to steal their man?
Well, it depends if they are categorically, rather than press reports, categorically wedded to the idea of getting Alonso. I mean, going back to your original question, no, I don't see Jurgen Klopp going back on his word, because very rarely in football do people give an unequivocal answer. They leave margin in there. I'm the Crystal Palace manager until someone tells me something different, was what Steve Bruce told me once upon a time. Then the next day he went to Birmingham. In this instance, you know, Klopp has not left any margin of error in there. He's not left any debate. He's specifically and explicitly told you what he's going to do. And you don't hear that in football. You hear ambiguity. There's no ambiguity in that. Going to Alonso. Look, in taking an interview from a player that was just finishing playing his playing career in the context of a conversation about maybe one day he'd like to go to Liverpool if the question was asked, he's hardly going to say, no, I'd never want to go to Liverpool. I hated it there. I don't know whether he is the absolute candidate. Conventional wisdom suggests that he is. He's got a relationship with Bayern Munich. He's got a relationship with Liverpool. If he has that embarrassment of riches, poor old Bayern Leverkusen sitting on the sidelines going, what are we, the runt of the litter? What are we, chopped liver? You can choose which bigger football club you want to go to. Look, I mean, Liverpool are a big football club. If Alonso is someone they want, they'll have just as much of an opportunity as Bayern Munich. You know, the Premier League is the land that everyone wants to manage in. They all want to come here. They all end up being here at some point. There's always an ambition for them to come to the Premier League. So if he's managed in Germany, then the Premier League is the next frontier. But of course, Bayern Munich is a legacy football club.
I think with ego as well, the more the Liverpool fans adored him more than Munich fans. He had more of an impact on his time at Liverpool than he did in Munich. You know, if he goes to Munich, of course they'll welcome him. But if he's not doing well after a few months, the Liverpool fans, I mean, he's got a free hit for a season at least. Right.
More recently, Danny, Tuchel actually said that he felt more loved in England than he did in Germany.
So like you. That's why you came down, wasn't it?
Very much so. So, I mean, as he is out of Bayern Munich sooner than later, in a matter of weeks, might Liverpool turn their attention to Tuchel?
No. Doesn't fit No,
doesn't fit.
No, he's too divisive. He's not a Liverpool manager.
No,
not for me.
Danny, I'm quite surprised by one or two of the messages coming in. Thomas Tuchel, of course, we now know, out of Bayern Munich at the end of the season. Bayern have confirmed that this morning, just a short time ago. Matt is saying, I think Tuchel will be a good appointment at Liverpool. To be quite honest, he won the Champions League, don't forget, with Kai Havertz up front. Could do a lot worse.
Yeah, you'll always get my few in the minority thinking it's a good idea, but it's not. And I don't think most Liverpool fans will agree with me. The style of football he won the Champions League with isn't how Liverpool play football, and our Liverpool fans want to see Liverpool play. Yeah. You just got to watch Munich this season. They're not on the front foot. They're not high energy, high tempo. No.
Where do you think Xabi Alonso's mind might be come the end of the season? Stay with Bayern Leverkusen, or if he gets a chance, go to Bayern or go to Liverpool?
I don't see anybody refusing the opportunity to go to Liverpool when you're at a lesser club, because it might not come around again. The only thing I could think that would keep him or take him to maybe Munich ahead of Liverpool would be some sort of family decision, lifestyle, Germany, I don't know. Maybe kids being settled, who knows. But my gut instinct is his relationship with Liverpool supporters while he was there as a player, which is so high, will get him over the line. I can't see him refusing it. But maybe it's my bias, isn't it?
Your bias?
My bias.
Did you admit that?
Of course, because I've got a feeling that I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, but he didn't grow up being a Liverpool fan, did he?
Yeah,
so,
right.
The reality is, I'd be amazed if he got offered the job to manage Liverpool and turned it down. I'd be amazed.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the TalkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. TalkSPORT.